It's time to see and be here on the NDTV network. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Patnankar. Thank you for joining us. It's what you would call part 2 of our extensive, expansive, comprehensive coverage of the 13th edition of the Auto Expo in the capital. Behind me you can see that it's a public day and the crowds have started to build up. But while we go and jump into the fray with them, we also wanted to begin today by showing you yet another one of our top 10s. On the show last week, you got a chance to see the top 10 cars, the top 10 bikes. Now, the top 10 concepts shown here at the Expo. Here goes with the top concept picks for you from the 2016 Auto Expo. And boy, are we glad there were enough concepts for us to pick out our favorite 10. Kicking things off at number 10 is the gorgeous Prologue concept from Audi that first broke cover at the 2014 LA show. The car represents the direction Audi design will take. At number 9, we have the Honda Project 2 and 4, a concept that wowed us at the Frankfurt Motor Show in October 2. It is powered by Honda's MotoGP bike engine, a 999cc that makes 212 bhp at 13,000 rpm. The idea of this concept is to show downsizing and performance can go hand in hand. Next is the Suzuki Ignis, being called a concept here but really very much the production car. The Ignis was recently launched at the Tokyo Motor Show and will get to India as a premium subcompact crossover by the festive season. It will be retailed from Maruti's Nexa network and we can't wait for this one. The Hero XF3R shows just how far Hero has come since its split with Honda. Clean design direction and a possible 300cc heart make this one street fighter that looks worth waiting for. No production related announcements though. The Datsun Go Cross is another car first seen at the Tokyo Motor Show. The concept will build on the Go Hatch and the Go Plus MPV and offer 5 or 7-seater variants in petrol and diesel. Expect a launch of the crossover only in 2017. The sexiest looking concept bike at the Expo? Yes, we think so. This is the racing version, if you will, of the BMW G310R. That's the bike co-developed by BMW and TVS and will get a TVS production model too. The Akula 310 race spec concept is indicative of that. Like the Ignis, the Baleno RS may well have been shown as a concept here at the Expo, but again is really a production-ready car. The performance variant of the Baleno will feature Suzuki's latest petrol engine. The 1-litre booster jet petrol engine has direct injection turbo that enables the 3-pot to make 112 bhp. Expect a Diwali debut. At the third position is the very promising concept Hyundai brought to the party. The HND14 concept has been done for India in particular and points to a subcompact SUV that would sit below the Creta and alongside the i20 Active crossover in Hyundai's portfolio. The car is expected to make a production model debut only in 2018, and yes, the Carlino name is just for the show. The Renault Kwid Racer and Climber concepts are deserving of a high spot in this countdown. The Racer is a track car with low-profile tires, better aerodynamics, and on the inside gets the race car treatment with a roll cage and harness seats. The Climber is the off-road version with raised ground clearance, off-road tires, and in many ways the obvious interpretation of the Kwid's original styling. Both cars look awesome, sadly no word on their production. And finally, at number 1 is the very impressive Mahindra XUV Aero. The design study shows a coupe rear to the XUV body and much swankier interiors and face. The suicide doors surely won't make it to production, but the SUV coupe might. The plan is to assess feedback on it and then try to take it to production if feasible, and if Mahindra can keep prices competitive, the poor man's BMW X6? Sure, why not? Especially if it also looks this good. Look at all the crowd. It is teeming with people now, and that, as I've been saying repeatedly, is really what the Expo is all about. Everybody wants to come in, everybody wants to get a piece of the action, get close to all of these beautiful cars and bikes, and it's nice to see that all the brands, even the premium brands like the BMW Pavilion here, are allowing people to just come in, touch the cars, get into them. It's quite sensational, and there's hardly any place left to move. Now, last time in the 2014 edition is when we saw the change of venue, and it's also when the components and the products were split into two shows. So you have the ACMA overall taking care of the Pragati Maidan end of things when it comes to the Expo, and you have the SIAM, which is the Automobile Manufacturers Association, taking care of things here. What was happening at Pragati Maidan? There was plenty, I can assure you. Bala spent some time there. Here's the report.
The 2016 Auto Expo generated huge interest not just for the new cars and bikes that were launched, but the components show had lots of attention despite being a different venue. The components show of 2016 Auto Expo saw participation from 1,500 companies and over 1 lakh visitors over 4 days.
Now, the big theme this year at the component show of the Auto Expo is the focus on innovation by Indian auto component players. And that's why ACMA has created this innovation pavilion showcasing some of those products, especially in the component side, that are used in the cars that you drive.
The Made in India specialized innovations included lightweight fire-resistant insulation for engine room, composite parts, gear shifters, clutch booster, auto adjuster, drum brake for commercial vehicles, high-stress parabolic springs. Indian companies that were showcasing these included Sona Koyo, Lucas TVS and Brakes India. The auto components industry says Indian-built auto components are slowly but surely finding global recognition.
We're keeping our fingers crossed. I think we're going to start seeing some movement in the right direction. We would obviously like it to be much faster, considering that we've had 3 years of difficult times. But I think it's moving in the right direction, and we're confident that we'll see better times in the years to come. But also, if you look at it from a medium and long-term perspective, we are launching the Automotive Mission Plan, and that has very ambitious growth targets of almost a 5x growth in the next 10 years. So most people are really positioning themselves to play for that game. So whether it happens in 10 years or 9 years or 11 years, I don't think is as important as the fact that we're going in that direction.
This year, the industry also highlighted the rising concerns on counterfeit products sold in the replacement market with a dedicated Asli Nakli pavilion. One of the showstoppers this year was this futuristic-looking car from Sona Koyo Steering Systems named ELFA. showcasing an electronic power steering and electric axle that's been developed in-house by Sona Koyo. ELFA also boasts an electric power assist that uses an electric motor and torque sensor fitted inside to monitor the amount of steering input and deliver appropriate assistance. The company says the concept car indicates its focus on futuristic technologies from steering systems to drive line components.
Exciting times ahead because electronics is going to increase, automated driving assistance is going to increase, and therefore new things are getting added. We being in the steering business, that has got a direct relationship with the automated driving, and the product in fact that we have displayed here is a step towards that. So this steering not only is a power assisted electric power steering,
Sure.
but it can be also remotely controlled from outside through a mobile app. So you can actually steer the vehicle the way you want from sitting outside.
The show also saw some large foreign participation with 6 overseas delegations and 8 dedicated international pavilions. The components show also had interesting consumer technologies like car cabin air purifiers, new age car wash techniques, premium seat covers and even off-roading accessories. So you could say there was something for everyone. The auto components industry is quite pleased with the strong response seen this year.
It is time for a short break here on CND. We are back with plenty more. Stay tuned. Auto Expo time in Delhi, and it's also a time when we get to hang out with Ranbir Kapoor. Ranbir, thanks for speaking to us, and good to have you here at the Expo again. Nice to be back.
Absolutely, Sid. It's a wonderful platform, where companies from all over the world showcase their products, push the boundaries of innovation, see competition. Of course, this is my second year with Hero. Like I mentioned to you, it's like the Cannes Film Festival for a movie, especially for automobiles and motorcycles. So really glad and happy and proud to be here.
Well, there are a lot of things to talk about safety when it comes to two-wheelers, because we have to be very careful. I don't know from where to begin from, but I may say if I actually proceed towards a motorbike, the most important thing is to see the lights are on or not. That means the indicators are on. Do you want me to continue and keep on telling you all the things?
No, but in your films, would you like to promote that message? Would you like to insist to your directors to try and wear helmets?
Yeah, the most important thing is the helmet. It saves so many lives.
I'm too much of an auto enthusiast to not be here every time there's an expo.
This looks exciting to you as well, doesn't it?
I like the tires on it. I think empty tires are always a big favorite for anybody who loves adventure. They have long life and they go over all kinds of terrain. So I love the tires. I think it has a lot of the specs my custom sort of expedition vehicle has also. So I think I would give it quite a few marks.
You're supposed to do the Baha movie, you're supposed to do a bike movie.
You won't believe it. I was just talking to Colin McDonald, the guy who's heading the Nissan plant, and I asked him, where are you from? And he said, Ireland. And I said, listen, the climax of one of my films is in the Isle of Man. And then I just thought of it. I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh man, I was supposed to do a film on the Baha 1000, now the Isle of Man, and now I'm talking about a car film. But I honestly am spending a lot of time trying to develop ideas. And somehow, after Vicky Donor and Madras Cafe, I need strong ideas to really produce, otherwise I wouldn't be really happy.
I'm thrilled to know it's a car-related idea, and the car gets to be a sort of central character, protagonist.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. We don't want to make a Fast and the Furious, but a fun, entertaining film.
Would I be mistaken in saying that Jaguar in a way is almost a little bit more than a car? It's almost at times like a piece of art, you can say.
In India, most of the times I'm driving. Even if a driver is there, then he's sitting behind. But I enjoy driving. I really love driving.
With a growing number of online platforms, selling a used vehicle is quite hassle-free these days. But finding the right value for your vehicle requires research and preparation. Get your vehicle inspected by at least 2 or 3 third-party agencies to understand the fair value. This inspection will also help assess the condition of the vehicle and lets you fix minor issues. Take the vehicle out for a car wash and get the interiors of your car cleaned, including the carpets. A wax treatment will help the vehicle look clean and new. Online posts with pictures get higher responses, and so ensure the pictures that you take of the vehicle are in good light and not blurred. The vehicle's online description should be detailed but focusing on the main points of the car. Post-inspection, most agencies will give you a certificate with their assessment and value. Use that certificate to command a good value for your vehicle.
It is the first time that we've had our own setup like this. Of course, our team has always been deployed at every expo to bring you everything. But this time, we really took it to the next level. On our website, karanbike.com, you got all the details of everything that was shown at the expo. And right here, we had our little CNB studio that was bringing in all the big interviews and being able to present to you special shows from the expo during possibly every day of the expo. We were bringing you half-an-hour specials with a complete wrap of the day's top news. I hope you've enjoyed all of that. We would like for you to react to and comment on all of that as well. You know how to reach us. You can tweet me at Sid Partnkar or go ahead and post something on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/CNB show. And all the details, like I said, are still on karanbike.com. Thanks so much. Please wear your seatbelts. Please wear your helmets if you're on a two-wheeler. I'll see you next week.